EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. They start to drive with White. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
They go play action. Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Play action. Now O'Connell. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Room to maneuver at the 35. He's to the 15. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
To throw here, O'Connell. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield off the play fake. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On second down, they'll run with White. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, a run from White. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now. On the return, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mucked that down for a win in the defense's column.
He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And O'Connell now to throw. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. As they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there. Tried to force it in. That one he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Now back to the ground game with White. And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Going with White here, toss left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see him run this in 2nd and that long. And that element of surprise, I think helped make him so successful. Nice effort on that carry. And it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Mayfield going to switch things up here. They go play action here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Malcolm Kuntz in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just
trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They run the draw play. This is White. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White, 35 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. O'Connell from the gun on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to pour the little Smokey into Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Well, Charles,